Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Friday, October 17th, 2025. Let's take a look what do we have on the economic calendar for today. Not too many events during the Asian sessions. We are waiting for the speech from the German Buba Balz, Mauderer and Joachim Nagel, scheduled for release at 8:45. Core CPI and CPI data are the major event during the London session. The CPI in Eurozone is expected to increase from 2% to 2.2%. At 11:35, Bank of England MPC member Pierre will give a speech, and then we enter the New York session. Building permits scheduled for release at 2:30. Housing starts at 2:30, and most important, we got the Nonfarm Payrolls data that should be released. We don't know if they will be released because there is still the government shutdown in the US, so all of this data might not be filled these days, including the Atlanta Fed GDP now, business inventories, and even the US Barker Hughes oil rig count. So we will see how this situation will develop in the future, and we will see later on whether this data will be published. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts. We'll start with euro dollar. The euro dollar extends the movement to the upside towards 1.1717. So our plan scenario for another wave to the downside has been invalidated, and we got only 3 waves to the downside made in form of the complex correction, and this complex correction has completed on 1.1550. For now, the market looks quite overbought. We hit the level of 18, and we broke up above the 100 period moving average. So 1.1662 is now technical support. 1.1644 is now technical support, and the market is trying to move higher as the next target is located here, 1.1777. Looks like the bulls are back. On the euro dollar, the market is buying euro, selling dollar. However, maybe just this situation is not as that clear, as the government shutdown helps the negative sentiment towards the US dollar to even be more visible. The same situation with the cable. This situation is a little bit more clear because the clear W, X, and Y wave here on this scenario. And now we of course broke above the 100 period moving average, and we are heading towards the wave X high, 1.3524. Market conditions are not yet that bad. 65 points right now, so the best basically conditions for the upward movement. Still some room to the upside on the RSI. There's still room to the upside towards the wave X high, and then we will see what will happen when we get that towards the wave X high. So we develop according to the plan. On the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, the market has finally decided to break below the last support and located at 149.99 and 100 period moving average. So the next one is the gap to be filled. Please remember the levels here are 149.12, 147.57. Pretty big gap. With this trading conditions, like extremely oversold market conditions right now on the 4-hour time frame chart, it might be a little bit harder to get. Nevertheless, these gaps have a tendency to be filled, and it looks like the market wants to do it maybe even today, and especially the government shutdown in the US helps this kind of a movement, which is why gold is even higher, and gold is very high these days. You can see that just recently you placed the technical resistance at 4,057. These days is 4,376. Extremely overbought market conditions and extremely extended market conditions. Nevertheless, the uptrend is still ongoing, right? The uptrend is still being continued. So even on a weekly time frame chart, it is looking massively right now. Nevertheless, sooner or later we are going to have some kind of a correction. But for now, as the government shutdown in US continues, the situation is a little bit much more difficult, which is why, of course, the gold, as the usual, like flight to safety asset, is still being perceived as something that is worth to invest even at this levels, right? So 4,000, almost 4,400 for the ounce of gold. On the other hand, crude oil is going down almost like a stone. Right now, crude oil below 57, 67 technical support, and keeps moving lower. Series of the lower lows are here on this chart. So that's the situation with the crude oil, and which is in line with our expectations, in line with our plan, in line with our scenario. We need to break above the black trend line in order to do something meaningful to the upside in the crude oil. And the last but not least, the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is getting closer towards the lows on 102,000. So this situation looks very interesting as well. We just broke below the technical support at 109,615. So now it's a technical resistance. And to be honest with you guys, it looks like the market wants to get there and to test this. Level. Then we will see what will happen actually later on. For now, bearish outlook continues. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.